What's going on, guys? After Sound here. Welcome back to the channel where we bring you Splinterlands content on the daily, as well as doing daily streams over on Twitch at This Is After Sound. So come by, say hello. We do giveaways every stream, and we do giveaways every week here on the channel. So all you got to do is leave a comment, a thoughtful comment, ideally, and your in-game username in the comment, and I will send you a little something in the game. Okay, so I wanted to make a quick video here because my eyes were my eyes were opened, and I wanted to tell you why I love Uraeus. And if I say it as weird as that, it sounds a little inappropriate, but I really, really do love Uraeus. I think that's how you say it. Okay, so why is that the case? I was looking at the rewards epic cards, and I was like, this was maybe like a week ago, right? I've been talking about Uraeus for a while. Gosh, it sounds so weird. It sounds like I have a weird accent talking about Uraeus. You know what I mean? All right. I've been talking about him for a while, but I wanted to make a video dedicated solely to this so that I could do a little bit more of a deep dive for you. I've been talking at length about Jinchawala. For anybody with a Jotun deck or even with not, I love Lava Launcher. And then I think Jin Renova is a phenomenal addition to any life deck. It took me a while to come around to Uraeus. I'm sorry. I know. I'm just immature. It took me a while to come around to this card. Sorry, guys. All right. Jokes will stop. Now, why is that the case? It's because, and part of this is because I'm still learning the values of leveling up cards, right? It's taken me a while, and that's why I took a step back from silver and renting a bunch of cards last season, and I'm just focusing on bronze right now because I really want to level up not only my cards, but the way that I plan and strategize and my understanding around the game. So if you look at the stats here, Uraeus is an epic card, and that means that you can play him with all summoners in bronze at level 2, right? And you only need to grab 4 cards in order to level up to level 2. So why do I love him? This right here. 2 damage. 2 damage at level 2 for 3 mana is so clutch. The cherry on top, the armor. It's phenomenal. And it seems like such a small thing until you're in a game where you lose someone because you don't have the armor, or you lose because you don't have enough health, or you can't do enough damage. You only do 1 damage. Now, I want to show you something here. Let's go to playable cards, and I'm just going to go deck by deck, or splinter by splinter. On the fire team, you have Kobold Miner, who can do 1 damage, right? 1 damage, 2 health, no armor, and just for checking this out, it looks like if you level them up to level 3, you do get that 2nd damage and 3 health. So that's not bad actually for the red team. And you also have Serpentine Spy, but this is kind of their specialty, right? Because you have Malric with them too. But looking at maybe some of the other splinters, Saber Shark, right? And we're going to lose him in the modern format. Now, granted, you can get him up to level 5. But he doesn't have that armor. He does have the extra health. Let's see. We'll go to the Earth team. For 4 mana, so this is a little bit more expensive, you do get the 2 damage right away on the Goblin Thief. But if you go all the way up to level 3, you get a little bit more health, so you're paying for that health with the 4 mana. The speed is nice, but it's still just 2 damage. We'll go to the Life team, and I know there's a Kitty Cat, Feral Spirit. Feral Spirit, even at level 3, you don't get that that extra damage. He is probably the fastest. Actually, the Skeleton might be fast too on the Death team, but you do get that extra health. And on the Death team, Skeleton Assassin, at level 3, you don't get that extra damage. You do get that 5 speed though, and that extra health, which come in clutch. Now, looking at them and comparing 1-to-1 across all of them, right? Like some of them have more advantages, some of them have less advantages to Uraeus. But what makes Uraeus great is the fact that he is a neutral card, meaning he can be played with any splinter. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Here we go. He can be played with any splinter. In fact, if I'm thinking about this correctly, there is only one rule set in which a card like Uraeus cannot be played, and that is the the taking sides, right? The no neutrals allowed. In pretty much every other format, granted, like, there might be formats where you can't use melee monsters or whatever the case is, but that wipes out a whole category. But in any other format, you can use him, right? So that has actually opened my eyes up to neutral cards in general, right? And actually, hold on, let me go to the reward, neutral cards that we're going to be able to play in modern format. And I am looking at these cards and starting to ponder. I haven't really dove into the rest of them, but it has opened my mind up to the idea of, well, maybe there's a little bit more value here, right? I'm talking about being proficient in 1 to 2 splinters. Well, maybe in addition to that 1 to 2 or 3 splinters, what you would focus on next is getting some OP neutral cards. So I'll do a deeper dive into these, see if there's anything that really, really stands out. I mean, obviously we have some legendary cards here, and I'm really only focusing on maybe Chain Golem, Cornelius, and Almo Cambio, but I have not played with these yet, so I'm not going to sit here and recommend them. I have played with Uraeus, and I think it's great because I love doing the double sneak. Whatever splinter I play, there's somebody that I can pair him up with, and now that I've been able to level up my summoner, I get that 2 damage. So him paired up with some of the other folks there means that for less mana than like a Sandworm, higher speed, better hit points, I can kind of go and attack the back line much, much easier, much, much more quickly. So like I said, this is just a short video on why I love Uraeus and why I think not necessarily that the card is undervalued, but I think at least for me, it had been underutilized until I fully understood what it could be used for in bronze. And that's really the scope that I want to do. We can go ahead and take a look at later on because he does get another ability, which is poison, which could actually be very, very valuable. But you're not going to be able to get that until either silver or gold. With epic cards, I think you can play only up to 3. So you probably won't be able to play that until gold. And I am not good enough or have been around long enough to fully understand gold, and I'm not going to recommend him for gold. But he has been a valuable asset to my team at level 2 for bronze. Cool. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. Let me know your thoughts. I'm very curious to see if there's other neutral cards that we should be looking for or should be covering on the channel, or if you've used Uraeus, whether for, it's been successful or not for you. I would love to get your feedback. It's been a very good relationship so far for Uraeus and I. And yeah, I just wanted to cover it real quick and do a little more neutral card love. So I think we'll be covering more of that as I can dig into them. One of the things that I've been talking about on stream and maybe on a previous video is after grabbing all the rewards cards that I want, I'm really going to be looking at Untamed and Dice, because this is not confirmed anywhere, but I believe with a new core edition, Chaos Legion, coming out, the starter deck is going to change, which means all the cards that we are playing with now, or that you get by default, you will no longer have access to. And as it is, you only have access to level 1 versions of them anyway. If you wanted level 2 or level 3, you would have to buy those cards and level them up yourselves. So I haven't confirmed this yet, and we'll wait to see. Maybe it'll come up in an AMA or something that Chaos Legion will offer its own starter deck. But I don't want to lose access to these guys, and there is an argument to be made. I'm not trying to say that I'm, definitively that they're undervalued, but there is an argument to be made that a lot of people aren't looking to buy these cards right now because they can play with them, so they're not even thinking about that. And I can say that because that's what my mindset was even just a couple of weeks ago when first entering into this game. It's just like, oh, why would I buy a Cursed Slime Ball? Why would I waste 50 cents on a Cursed Slime Ball? I can already play with them. Well, in a couple of weeks or months, once we get the Chaos Legion release, you may not be able to. Okay, so that's beyond the scope of what this video is supposed to be, but giving you a sneak peek of some of what may come to the channel at a certain point if I start to focus on other splinters and what cards from Untamed and Dice I want to make sure that I take with me that I may not potentially have in the new starter deck if there is one. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Have a good rest of your day. If you are enjoying the channel and enjoying the content here, please consider liking and subscribing. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. Aside from that, we do giveaways every Monday. I do the weekly Q&A video, so I'll be doing one this upcoming Monday, and all you got to do to enter is leave a thoughtful comment or question, and make sure to put your in-game username in the comments. and I will send you a little something something in the game. Other than that, that's all I have for you guys. Have a good one. A good weekend. I guess I'm recording this on a Friday. So enjoy your weekend. I'll see you around the game. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.